£78 million gem now interested in signing for Liverpool. He's as exciting as Isak. Urgent. Liverpool beats Arsenal and signed 17-year-old striker, medicals underway. Liverpool wants to sign superstar forward after deal closed. Hello, Reds fans. Let's dive into the latest from the greatest and best club in the world. According to respected Spanish journalist Ramon Alvarez, Real Madrid is open to selling Rodrygo this summer, and the Brazilian is open to a move to Anfield, despite strong interest from Tottenham. The battle is on, but Liverpool is emerging as the favorite destination. With the transfer window still open for another month, the rumors around Anfield are only intensifying. But the truth is, Liverpool has been moving aggressively. Milos Kerkez, Jeremy Frimpong, Florian Wirtz, Hugo Ekitike, and Georgi Mamardashvili have already joined. Several areas have been strengthened, and the next big step could be an attack. The imminent departure of Luis Díaz to Bayern Munich could accelerate that process. The 28-year-old Colombian is close to ending his successful stint at Anfield. This not only opens up space in the attacking department, but also creates a need for a replacement of equal or even greater quality. Arne Slot is still searching for a new center-back after the £35 million sale of Jarell Quansah to Bayer Leverkusen, but the priority now may very well be the attack. Alexander Isak, who has already expressed a desire to join Liverpool, remains a strong option. But if Diaz leaves, Rodrigo appears to be the ideal name to take over the left wing. Real Madrid is asking for around €90 million, approximately £78 million, plus possible add-ons. A high price, yes, but we're talking about one of the most talented forwards in world football. At 24, Rodrigo has already made history against the Reds. 5 games, 4 wins, and a draw, always posing a real threat to our defensive line. Even though he had ups and downs last season, going 17 matches without a goal or assist in La Liga, Rodrigo was rarely used in his preferred position, left wing. And that's where Slot can make the difference, by giving the Brazilian the freedom to shine in Diaz's role, maximizing his goal-scoring potential. Rodrigo was praised as the most talented player in the Real Madrid squad by Jude Bellingham and called a world-class star by Modric. His arrival at Anfield would be a natural evolution from Luis Díaz, potentially even rivaling Isak and Salah in the attack. Meanwhile, Isak, who has already expressed a desire to join Liverpool, remains a strong option. But if Diaz leaves, Rodrigo appears to be the ideal name to take over the left wing. Real Madrid is asking for around €90 million, approximately £78 million, plus possible add-ons. A high price, yes, but we're talking about one of the most talented forwards in world football. At 24, Rodrigo has already made history against the Reds. 5 games, 4 wins, and a draw.
Liverpool is ready to surprise the market once again by closing in on the signing of young striker Will Wright, just 17 years old, who is practically set to join Arsenal. The Salford City talent is already undergoing medical tests, and all signs point to him becoming the newest addition to the Reds Academy. Wright stood out last season with mature and decisive performances, including one against Manchester City in the FA Cup. These displays caught the attention of several Premier League clubs, and for a while it seemed he was heading to Arsenal, who had already agreed on a $200,000 deal plus add-ons with Salford. But in a bold move, typical of Liverpool's new recruitment strategy, the Reds matched the same offer and convinced the player to change his mind. According to reliable journalists like David Ornstein and James Pearce, the deal is sealed, with Wright choosing to remain in the northwest of England, attracted by Liverpool's project and the chance to wear the heaviest red shirt in world football. As a fan, it's impossible not to get excited. This is yet another sign that the club is planning for the future wisely. Wright is expected to join Rob Page's U21 squad initially, but the hope is that he will progress quickly, just like Trey Nioni, Rio Mugamoa, and Amara Nalo, recent youth signings who are already training with the first team. With Jadon Danns and Lewis Kumis potentially going out on loan this summer, there's room for a new number 9 to shine in the academy. Kaide Gordon and Oakley Cannonier are also expected to leave in the coming weeks, which opens up even more space for Will Wright to step into a leading role in the U21s, alongside players like Kiral Figueiredo and Karim Ahmed. It's worth noting that Wright made his debut for Salford at just 16 and has already shown personality in big matches. He even featured in the team's historic 8-0 win over Manchester City in the FA Cup. Quite the statement for a player aiming to make his mark at Anfield. The future is bright, and the Red Nation is already imagining Wright lighting up Premier League pitches in a Liverpool shirt. Another smart move in the new era.
Liverpool has entered the race to sign Crystal Palace star Eberechi Eze with full force following a multi-million deal with Bayern Munich for the sale of Colombian winger Luis Díaz. According to Caught Offside, the Anfield club has already begun making initial moves to secure the 27-year-old attacking midfielder during the current transfer window. Under Arne Slot's leadership, Liverpool is undergoing an extremely ambitious summer transfer window. The new manager is determined to build a squad competitive enough to challenge for the Premier League title and has already secured high-profile signings such as Jeremy Frimpong, Milos Kerkez, Florian Wirtz, Giorgio Mamardashvili, and Hugo Ekitike. But the board doesn't plan to stop there. With the attacking sector going through significant changes, the search for new offensive options has become a top priority. Eze, one of the standout names in English football last season, gained national attention by leading Crystal Palace to a historic FA Cup run. He scored the winning goal in the final against Manchester City, securing the Eagles' first major title in their history. With his skill, creativity, and versatility in attack, Eze has become one of the most sought-after players in the Premier League. Described as a star by experts, he has a release clause valued at £68 million, including add-ons, a figure that clubs like Arsenal and now Liverpool are willing to consider. Although Arsenal has shown strong interest, talks with Palace have not advanced beyond an early stage. This has opened the door for other European giants to join the race, and Liverpool, leveraging the funds from Luis Díaz's departure, has emerged as one of the favorites to close the deal. The Reds' attacking overhaul is also justified by the possible departures of Darwin Núñez and Harvey Elliott, who have been linked to other clubs. Additionally, the recent and tragic death of Diogo Jota at the beginning of the European summer left both an emotional and technical gap in the squad, making the arrival of a new offensive talent even more necessary. Alexander Isak of Newcastle is being monitored as a potential leader of Liverpool's new attack. Meanwhile, Rodrygo of Real Madrid was rumored to be a target, but journalist James Pearce reports that the Brazilian is not currently on the club's radar. Thus, Eberechi Eze stands out as Liverpool's main target due to his versatility and potential to replace Luis Díaz while embodying the club's bold, youthful new era under Arne Slot. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time.